Were we still in the middle of fighting the Defiler Knights?
Oh yeah.
Defiler Knights?
Oh yeah. Test my chat. Oi, oi, oi. Seems to be working. We're live. Alright, so we're picking up in the heat of battle where we last left off. You were in the lower levels. You are in basically back in the Underdark of Dark Sun once again. You are deep underground in a network of tunnels that used to be the city streets. Like, you know how they say in New York you could get into the deep underground and there's like old city streets down there? That's what this is. You're in these old tunnels from thousands of years ago where they look like the little homes of the goblins. But everything's all caved in and ruined. There's sand all over the ground. The air is quite musty and dank, and there are undeads roaming about in search of any living thing that they can kill. You've tracked down some of Densis's minions. He's sent in some of his lesser Defiler knights, and they seem to have set up a rather large black crystal, which is gathering energy from the area. And you've caught them in the act, and you've engaged in combat. And where we last left off, it was Grimorn's turn.
I'll move and slash them. Swing. Eight to hit.
All right, you swing your
16 to
sword.
hit.
You swing your sword, and the horde of eldritch knights, they have these like breastplates that take the impact of your blade, and since it's not magically enhanced like it used to be, it doesn't get through. In fact, there's the signature flash of magical armor, so his magical armor seems to be working.
Okay. Alright. Can I do a perception check?
What do you want to look at?
I want to see if there's something unusual about them, like if they're wearing maybe some sort of an item.
Okay, roll it. DC 15 perception check.
Earrings it.
I gotta log in my character.
Yeah. So you're up against a tough-looking group of 12 eldritch knights wearing breastplates and using rapiers. The rapiers are made out of a sickly black metal. It looks oily. But can you pick out the subtle details with your perception check?
Potentially. See if I can get like a decent roll. Come on! 16.
Okay. You barely succeed here, and so you can tell two things about them. You can tell the obvious thing that they've taken quite a lot of wounds. A couple of them are probably down. So you feel like their combat readiness will decrease if you put the pressure on anymore. But in addition to that, you spot on their commander. Their commander's got a neck tattoo that's covering half of his face and all of his neck and some of his shoulder. And it glows with a purplish energy, and it creates an aura for his horde of troops.
Okay, sorry, what happened? I got here 5 minutes ago.
Okay. We're picking up where we left off last week in the Goblin Underdark. You're engaged in combat with Densis's Defilers. They seem to have some of their powers. Grimorn has identified one of them has a strange tattoo emitting a purplish aura.
Yeah, I'll yell real quick. Aim for the guy with the tattoo!
Are they undead?
No. Densis's defilers are living humans. They're very low-level wizard fighters, so cross-class.
I make sure everybody understands, like, make it obvious to aim for the big guy with a tattoo.
He has the advantage that he's surrounded by a horde, so he can't be targeted directly.
Yeah, unless it's maybe a range.
You'd catch him in a fireball, but you can't do those right now.
Nope. I need that tattoo. Let's cut it off and
And wear it.
yeah.
All right, Hannibal Lecter.
Yep. I got some strings. I got some needles. I can't do more than that. I'm done, Ninja.
Okay, so the commander of the horde says, "We must defend the crystal at all costs. Densis will not suffer any failures here. Engage the enemy." And all of the defilers, they're going to begin moving their hands and swirling patterns, and then they lurch forward, unleashing a blast of frost rays. So you've got 4 frost rays incoming.
For whom?
You engaged with your sword. Who else attacked? I forget from last week. I think like
Everybody else.
The air
Morg
drake
and-
attacked. Morg, did you get in a hit?
Yeah, well, I tried to attack with it and it missed.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Orin
say
probably attacked you.
these guys are smart. They are wizards, so they're gonna target the thing they perceive as the biggest threat, which is the air drake. So they're gonna unleash all their cold rays at that.
No!
Fuck arrows of you, cold.
Don't attack the baby ray. What is it? Is what the fuck?
Hey Ninja.
Yeah.
You should put on some music.
I have background sound effects going on the stream, but most music is copywritten and I can't play it on Twitch.
Be a little quiet too, ringside.
You put the sash of
Ray-
defense on your air drake, but it's not working, so his armor class is only 20, I think.
Does it have resistance to cold?
It's got immunity to lightning, immunity to thunder,
Oh.
resistance to psychic, but cold damage is going to affect it in full.
Yeah.
Alright, so 2 of those rays strike your pet. 2 of them miss. He gets a d8 cold damage, and his speed is reduced by 10 feet for a turn. What's your air drake's name?
I've completely forgotten. I don't think it ever was that relevant.
Alright, well, your pet has 7 damage and is very cold. But air drakes, they're used to the upper atmosphere where it's pretty chilly, so it's not going to freak him out that much. He's been trained well by the psychics in the Dragon Crown
Did you
Mountains.
find his name? I feel like they'd be somewhere.
There's probably a note somewhere. I don't know. It's not on the figurine. Alright, so let's see. The commander also gets an action, and he's going to cast a burst of magic missiles at Grimorn. And he says,
No.
"Feel the dark magic of my master Densis," and he unleashes his magic missile volley. And you can't avoid magic missiles, so they're just going to pummel you. Alright, let's see how bad this hurts. That commander, he unleashed a brutal first level wizard spell.
18.
Yeah, you take 18 force damage as numerous bolts blast into your torso. Okay, that's the Eldritch Knight's turn. We go to ringside.
This isn't going very well.
Currently, your air drake is engaged in melee combat with the horde, and you are standing 15 to 20 feet away around the corner of a building where you can peek out safely.
Attack the motherfucker.
How big is that crystal?
The crystal is roughly like the size of a man, a medium-sized piece of obsidian polished.
I'm going to tell the Drake to take the crystal and then run.
Okay. So, your air drake cannot receive telepathic commands. So you speak to your air drake, but there's going to be like a lack of communication, and he just sort of looks at you quizzically. You might have to pantomime something more obvious.
I point to the. Can I roll to mime?
Roll the mime. Performance check.
Oh my god. Well, he has charisma. Man.
The big crystal, by the way, is in a smoke cloud.
Yeah, just pull out a big crystal out of your pocket and show him, hey!
Oh, I forgot about that. So he's aware the crystal was there. He saw it before the smoke cloud popped, I'm sure.
We need him to attack the dudes, though. You know? He's like the only one that can really damage them.
Yeah, but if he leaves, their attention shifts.
Yeah, but if we get killed, you know?
Can the air drake fly in the air with the black crystal
Like,
and drop it real hard?
like kill them and then we take care of the crystal, you know?
I got 20.
I don't know, like...
Combat turns. Think quick.
Dirty 20.
Okay, so you emphatically say the crystal, while pointing at the crystal in the smoke. The air drake will lurch in the direction of the crystal and see if he can grab it. Roll a strength check for me, please.
I don't know what his.
Plus 6. No, plus 13. No, that's saving throws. Plus 6.
Okay, well I rolled a 19.
Okay, so he rolls a 25 to snatch the crystal. It's in this like pedestal that's kind of bolted into the ground, but he wrenches it free and is holding it.
Now run.
Break it!
Alright, so he'll confusedly look about and then run off in this direction.
Bring it to me.
Alright.
So you become the target.
Okay, now that we have the item, the instruction will be surrender or we destroy it.
Alright. You're shouting orders at the men in the cloud. Morg, what do you do?
Going to back way. Stand in front of the air drake. Should be about 15 feet, and hunker down the shield
Alright.
in front of the air drake.
You got your big Varia tower shield in its biggest form. You prop it up in front of you.
Yes.
Alright. Skywill is not here. I'm going to say he was hiding in the cloud. He is going to move stealthily using his blind fighting to make a sneak attack against the enemy here with advantage. I roll a 19 plus his modifiers, which hits. I have to check his character sheet, so bear with me for a moment while I dig up how much damage I gotta roll here. Hopefully he's gonna be with us around 9:30. Oh, his character sheet is not up to date. He needs to level his character. I don't know if he's keeping track of that elsewhere, but he did not level up his character. Well, assuming that he goes straight rogue, he would be 18th level rogue right now, and an 18th level rogue is gonna be doing 9d6 on a sneak attack. 7, 8, 9. Now this is just the sneak attack damage. I haven't even rolled his regular attack yet, but that's going to be an extra 40. Fresh notepad here. 40. And then Oren is rocking... Let's see, he could do his regular Soul Knife Psyblade attack, which is like a D6, but he's got a weapon. We're looking at it. His items here, he's got the... where is it? He's got a throwing weapon, right? Yeah, I wonder if he changed it out for this bow instead. Now, you know what? I'm just gonna have him do his psychic attack. So, let's see. Another 7. Oh wait, he can't do his psychic attack. He has to use a mundane weapon. His psychic powers don't work. And he's got a bunch of stuff in his bag of holding which doesn't work, so he can't retrieve it. Oh, this is really troublesome. He would have had to think about this hard. Well, did Oren leave town? He left town with Grimoren last week, right? So he would have had time to prepare a little bit. So when you guys left town, maybe he would have pulled out a weapon that he knew would have worked. Yeah, I don't see anything else. I guess it's got to be the bow.
Poisons! Poisons!
That only changes it by 1. 46 instead of 47.
Yeah, he's probably shit. I should ask him. You know, next time I'm gonna ask him to imbue some poison on my on my blade. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. They can't even fucking touch me.
All right, so you can't see it very well, but among the smoke cloud, some of the Defiler Knights have been stabbed by Oren. He goes in there, he gets in a couple quick stabs, and then he dips out. Outside of the smoke cloud, and just behind this large stone sphere, which occupies the corner of this plaza here. So he's ducked behind it. He's going to make a hide check. He rolls average. Alright, so that's Will's turn. Chris, what does Grimoren do? You are in the smoke cloud with the Defilers. They've already hit you with their magic missiles. What do you do?
I don't really have anything on me to. I guess I can move back. I guess with the other one.
All right.
We'll guard the crystal.
You fall back.
Yep.
You're gonna make full withdraw action so you don't take any attacks from the enemy?
Yep.
Alright. So they don't even get to swing.
Alright. Yeah. Yeah, that's my full action. Bring the crystal! Bring the crystal!
Alright, they're going to advance out of the smoke cloud. They can see that the crystal is being stolen by the air drake, and the commander says, Densis is going to
not-
skin us alive if you allow this. Kill them all.
Not stolen. Held hostage. It's discussion
Break
time.
it!
All right, so the Eldritch Knights, they draw their rapiers and they go into a lunging formation and they advance. They see a Morg is possibly more vulnerable than the armor-plated Grimoire, so they're going to lunge forward, and I'm going to get 2 melee attacks against Morg. Alright, so we've got a 23 and a 16. What's your armor class right now?
23 does hit. 23 is my ace. While I'm hunkering. The 16 doesn't hit.
Alright, so one of those blades gets past your defenses, slips over your shield wall, and is going to hit you maybe in your shoulder. Now, this blade, as I described, is an oily black metal, and it's as evil as they come. You can just feel the evil emanating off of it, and it poisons your blood on touch. Not in a poison way, but in a way where just your wound festers and does not heal. So, a d10 plus 2 of unhealable damage. So you have taken 8 damage, but mark it separately as 8 unhealable damage. So if you take healing magic or potions or anything, they will not heal this 8 damage. So that's like a festering Malison wound.
What to fucking amputate you, man?
Alright, that was the Horde. The commander of the Horde says, "We're running out of men! We can't fall here!" And he's going to unleash his most powerful spell. Alright, so the commander makes a separate attack. He turns his attention on Grimoire. Grimoire, this incoming blade attack, it's a 19. I think he does not hit, right?
Nope.
Alright.
Ching!
So his weapon deflected. It had booming blade on it. Had it hit, you wouldn't be able to move without taking additional damage. I joked it was his most powerful spell. It's actually a cantrip. Eldritch Knights don't have very good spells.
We gotta crush these motherfucker.
They may not be strong, but in a dead magic zone where your options are so limited, they can pose a bit of a threat, right?
Yeah, this is annoying.
Okay, so the Eldritch Knights finish their move. Ring sight, what do you do?
We must kill them!
You can see there's not as many as before. They didn't make as many attacks.
Ringside. Alright. So the wyvern kills them.
No, he was told to get that crystal away, so he's still running.
Break the fucking crystal!
The wyvern continues down the street in this direction away from the enemy.
Just fly above them and drop the crystal on their head. You break it in and kill them at the same time. Two birds, one stone.
I don't know if he's AFK or what, but we'll come back to him.
I don't know
Or
that.
run up the rear and stab him in the ass.
No, I don't think he wants them to run further.
That was his
He
last
said-
command. He's just
I know, but
autopiloted.
He did say that he wanted to.
Well, the enemy is advancing to get that crystal back if they get it. The
Oh,
game
we
is
gotta
up.
attack them. No.
You're sort of blocking right now, keeping the Horde from getting it. And he's
What
moved
is
it back
ringside
away from
doing?
them. Nothing, we're gonna skip him. Morg.
You have a net
Uh,
or some shit like that?
I not. Even if I did, it'd be in a magical bag of holding, which I don't have.
We gotta tag them, I guess.
Smack them with my rod.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. We skipped past you because you were AFK, so we'll come back to you right after Morg finishes his move here. Ooh, 25.
25 hit.
Solid.
So they moved towards us and they attacked us and they made some sort of fucking necrotic damage to Morg that he cannot heal. So what you demanded did not work.
Dang.
They seem more scared of Densis than of you.
Yep.
They said that Densis would skin them alive if they didn't win here.
So we gotta kill them and
I
break
hit
that
them
crystal.
with 5 bludgeoning damage.
Hang on, I'll be sure the crystal is evil.
5 bludgeoning.
Break
All right.
it. And they stole our crystal.
All right. You smack one of them, and it injures them a little bit. Individually, they have about 22 hit points. That's a solid hit on one of these guys.
Hey, and then I used my bonus action to dip my head under the shield.
All right. Back behind cover. It's a safe strategy. You pop out, bop somebody on the head, and go right back behind cover where it's safe. All right. So, ringside. Your air drake continues to drag the crystal away. The enemy has advanced, but your friends are holding them off. What are you going to do from your alley position there?
Do their powers seem dependent on being near the crystal?
No. They're still casting spells.
I did point it out that the guy had a glowing tattoo on his neck.
Yes, a tattoo
Depending on
emitting
training
a
that-
purplish aura onto his men.
I was hoping it would also
Just
matter.
target the
but-
dude if we could.
How many of them are there?
Currently, out of the initial 12, there's probably the commander and 4 of his men left.
I'm going to smack the commander.
Well, the way hordes work, he's sort of just like the central piece in the horde, so you have to fight through his men to get to him generally. If you want to enter the horde, you could try to duel him inside, but that gives the horde some advantages. They can surround you and do a special kind of attack that does a bunch of damage.
How far over the horde can the air drake go?
Well, he's occupied moving the crystal. That was your last command. And he could fly, he could go over their heads, but the ceilings are not very high here. These are goblin tunnels.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, I thought we were in like a city thing.
And your drake is kind of running on its own right now.
So,
Until you change your command.
think of this city as if it's like a city underneath a city. Like I described it like New York, where there's an old New York that you can go underground, way deep down, and you can find like the old streets down there. So this is like the buried deep part of the city. There's no sky
Okay.
here. It's all just covered over. And so a lot of the areas, you might even have to like crawl to get through some of the tight spots here.
And I
Yeah, the air drake's fly speed is 80, by the way.
can I help action you guys to smack the dude?
You can smack the dudes. I don't think you can help action smack the dudes.
I think in combat,
Oh, wait
that
a
would just be
second.
flanking. I mean, if you want to move
you
to
can
flank,
flank,
Crossbow.
get advantage.
that has the same effect of giving advantage.
Get shot. I can no scope 360 snipe these bastards.
Sure, take a shot, roll it.
Problem whenever I try to attack things is that I forget how to attack things and my stats for attacking things.
You forgot how to play your own character. That's a bad sign.
I don't even think you can even flank hordes anyways, because they're just like watching each other's back and failing, whatever.
Alright, well, take this. At least see what this does by itself.
A horde is immune to being charmed, frightened, grappled, paralyzed, poisoned, petrified, prone, restrained, or stunned. And if they had any existing immunities to any spell or effect that would... Oh, their form can't be altered, and their base immunities apply as well, if they had any.
Doesn't matter. Like there's no magic right now.
So apparently you can flank a horde.
This is an enchanted +1 weapon, but I don't think that applies.
No, magical weapons don't work.
Yeah, you just have to use its base stats. No,
Alright,
no
well,
bonuses.
Wait, why is this a +8? Don't have a Oh wait, I had my super dexterity. I don't know if it's counting for that.
Yeah, it would not. You'd have to use it your base dexterity, your base attack bonus, your proficiency bonus. I mean.
So I guess just 16 to shoot them.
You fire your shot, and he sort of sticks out his chest, and it deflects off his breastplate, his magical breastplate. You can tell that his magic is still operational due to the aura that the commander's exuding. Alright, so, Mork, your turn was done, right?
Wait, did we go a full round?
No. So we skipped him, then we did you, then we just finished back doing him, and I'm just checking that your turn was fully done.
Oh yeah, I bopped them and then I did my bonus action.
And then Will's going to again try to sneak up behind them. Although he's in the open, so it's going to be tough. One of them that was supposed to be on lookout rolls a 1 to notice Orin sneaking up on him. All right, so with advantage, Will
Stick a
is
finger
going
up his
to...
eye. That's what happened.
Yeah, Will actually did surprisingly bad. I rolled a 5 and a 4.
But he has like 20 million decks.
He's flanking, so he gets a +1 on that at least. Let me check his stats again. So his stats are really low. No, that's not his stats. Sorry, wrong sheet. All right. Oh, his stats are good. Okay, so he's adding 11. Oh, that hit. No, it didn't. Armor class 17? Nobody has the +1. He just barely hit. He just barely hit because he was flanking and they didn't notice him. Alright. So, let's see. He gets in his regular damage. 5. Then he gets in his sneak attack damage. 34, total of 39 damage. So 206 damage on them now. Is that all of them? The commander is still up, and one of his men. Not much of a horde anymore. Alright, so the horde is going to break apart. So...
Okay, no.
Let's see, this one's going to be the commander. And this one's going to be... an injured knight. The injured knight rolls a morale check, and he makes it. Alright, so he does not flee. But the horde has broken apart into two individual eldritch knights, the commander and his wounded man. And he's like, "I'm sorry, commander!" And he begins to, like, falter and can no longer defend his commander, who is now available as a target. And the other eldritch knights lay dead around their feet. And the commander, he's going to say, "Even if I fall, you will not defeat my master or the other two hordes."
But you'd fall, though.
He's a zealot, it seems. A true disciple of the Defiler Densis. He must be somewhat charismatic to have this many minions.
Thank you for clearing any moral doubts in my mind, then.
Yeah. Gramorn.
Alright, I'm gonna pull my trump card here. Okay,
You have a trump card. Why didn't you use it earlier?
here.
Taurus emerges.
I pulled this out of my pocket.
Well, if you pull Taurus out of your pocket, he's only like 2 inches tall, and he doesn't put up much of a fight.
Still
I
strong.
feel like 2-foot tall Taurus would still put up a fight.
Ant-Man fucks you up.
Yeah.
1 second, there's some lag at work. Which one is okay? Commander. Commander is in the way, huh? I'm gonna attack the commander, I guess,
All right.
because I can't really reach the other dude behind him. And I miss.
All right.
Forget about it.
He takes a defensive posture.
I got shit rolls, man. The last 2 games.
Fencing
every roll.
backstep. It
Yeah,
happens.
he's gonna get 3 natural ones in a row.
No, I haven't done that. But I'm getting like 5s and 3s and shit like that. Pointless. Okay.
All right, the
Mhm.
commander is going to look around quickly, and then he's going to take the withdraw action, and he's going to run.
Oh, opportunity attack.
Nope, withdraw prevents it.
What?
He makes it this far with his move action. And then he's going to bamf and disappear.
You bastard.
And his injured knight is going to run in this direction into the smoke.
He's running though, huh?
Yeah.
So he can't withdraw if he's running, no?
Alright, does
As long
his
as I
magic
got a lead
deactivate
action.
now that his leader is gone?
The magic on the injured knight, yeah, his magic
Yeah.
items aren't working currently.
I will Arcana to see what the frick was going on with that.
It's the tattoo, man.
Yeah, but does
But
it
the
still
tattoo's
work?
gone, so what are your arcana on?
Well, that's what he wants to do. Roll it. Roll your Arcana check. DC 15.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, nice. All right. So you peer at the commander, and you can see that he's got this neck tattoo that's exuding a purplish aura, and it extends out to all of his men. And after all of his men started to fall, and his horde unit broke up, and the injured knight said, "I can't defend you anymore, commander," the commander took off running, and the aura went with him. And the man that was left behind there, with all his injuries, you could see the shine went off of his armor and faded from his weapon, and then he turned and fled as well. So you can tell that the aura only applies in a small area around the commander, and seems to be emanating from the tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
Should we call some additional help? Because I feel like this is only going to get harder when we have to face the actual Archwizard.
We need to break that crystal.
Well, we don't know what the Arcana check on the crystal.
You feel like there was an abjuration effect coming from the tattoo.
Can we not simply just take the crystal out of the entire goblin village? Will that not, like, break its effect of whatever it's doing?
I want to know what the crystal does.
Well, we can
Bring it
assume
back
it
to the
does
ghost.
defiler type things, and defilers typically need some sort of energy, so if we just bring it in the middle of nowhere where there's no, like, life or death energy.
You can bring it to the ghost, and maybe they'll have a clue of what that is for.
I got a 17 to know what the crystal's about.
Now you already made one Arcana check. I don't think you get 2 in a turn. We're still in combat here.
Oh, are we?
Or
More.
choosing
That's
after
right,
this
there's-
guy.
There's still that guy in the smoke.
The enemy is fleeing, Morg. Are you going to attempt to chase them, or do you give up combat?
Probably did a misty step, the commander, so it can't be that far.
If I saw, like, the direct line that he went in the smoke, I'm going to run my full 30 feet and try to do a shield bash direct the heavy.
All right.
With disadvantage or what?
Couldn't be. We're both in the smoke if that's happening. Or shield, bash.
Shield
I've
bash.
never bashed the shield before. What does that?
So it works just like a, well, let's see. Are you proficient in shields?
I don't suppose a druid. Druids have mastery. Or would I just have it as a mole for being in the gladiator pit?
Yeah, you do have shield proficiency, so you'd add your proficiency bonus and your strength modifier to the attack. And then
Yep.
the damage is listed in your item entry. I think with a tower shield, it's pretty good. It's like a D4 for a little buckler, it's a D6 for a regular size shield. I think it's a D8 for a tower shield.
Okay. Yeah, so that's a dirty 20 to hit, and then damage plus
Bonk!
the 6 plus 1. I don't know if charging at people with a shield does additional damage.
Now, did you want to knock him out, or is this like an attempt at killing him?
Let's attempt to knock him out because I'm hitting him with blunt.
All right, you go at him for a non-lethal attack. You slam into him, and he didn't have many hit points left, and he goes down on a heap unconscious.
I just shout out in the smoke, I think I got him, guys! I hit someone!
He probably face planted very, very hard. All right, so Will, not here yet, is going to investigate. Let's see, he's got a 13 on his investigate on his roll, but his character sheet says he gets a 16 bonus. So that is a 29 investigate.
Damn.
Orin is going to say, wait a minute, I heard the sound of splashing water just now, and he's going to check in the well. And he points down into the well and he says, look! The commander is swimming at the bottom of the well, trying not to be caught.
Yeah, cocksucker. We gotta kill him!
Wait, stop, hold on. I just want to, give me a second.
Not your turn.
Well, I'm telling you.
How long is a regular bomb still at?
How deep is that well?
Yeah, it's unknown. The water isn't very far down because you're already underground.
A regular smoke bomb lasts for 5 minutes.
Oh,
unless
that's going to be
wind
up for a while.
blows it away.
There's no wind down
Unless
here.
wind blows it away.
No, you can maybe pull on the body. Pull him out of the circle.
Yeah, he's just dead weight now. Probably like 185 pounds. Maybe more in armor. 200. 220, something like that. Breastplate
Hey,
weighs 20. So yeah, around 200, 205.
Let's go.
Hey,
Hey, Skywill, congrats. You just rolled a 29 on your investigate to find the commander who was trying to hide in
Yep.
the well.
It's your turn to...
that is awesome.
You also got in a pretty good sneak attack earlier.
I have what seems to be a flu or something.
Oh, great.
Oh.
I'm not going to be able to stay awake for very long.
Yeah.
But
You
I
sound
wanted to check
congested.
in and say hi.
All right.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I hope you guys take care.
Being around kids, that must be a common occurrence. I would have the flu every year.
Yeah. You take care, man.
Well, this time I got it from a teacher.
Yeah.
Hope you get better soon.
Yeah, get well soon.
Yeah.
Have some hot soup or tea or something. The hot fluids are usually good when you're feeling sickly and often dehydrated too.
I've been taking these pouch of emergency. I
Oh,
don't know
those
if
are
you've ever
so
seen
good. I love those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, they give you that boost of vitamin, man.
You want to have high doses of vitamin C and vitamin D. That'll really kick your immune system into high gear. Zinc too. That's another good one.
Yeah, I got some zinc going on.
And those are worth it, especially in the flu season.
Yeah, and vitamin
Yeah.
C I've got going on.
Well, I hope you get better soon.
All right. Thanks, guys. Take care.
You too.
Bye-bye.
All right.
The life of a teacher.
All right. What does Grimorn do?
Earthquake.
Oh, that's gonna be trouble down here.
So still in fight?
Well, yeah. Combat has not ended until both parties agree or disembark in different
Commander's
directions.
still alive, right?
He's still alive. He's just in hiding from combat mode.
What I do, I pull the rope out of my pack, and is there something to tie it up at the top of the well?
Yeah. There's
Something
some
solid?
masonry you could attach the rope to.
So I'm gonna attach it. That's my action. I'm gonna attach it to, and then drop the loose part down the well. And yell to ringside, "We gotta break that fucking crystal!"
No.
Or take it to the ghosts and show them
All
what
right, let's do that.
Densus is doing with in their basement, and that they should drop that stupid zone of anti-magic because they're immune to it.
Good point.
All right. Well, the Eldritch Knight makes an athletics check. He rolls. Hang on, dice is cocked. I'm gonna reroll that. He rolls a 13, and he's got +2 because he's proficient. It's 15, and I'll give him +2 strength. So he's got a 17 on the roll. So he's paddling and grasping at the walls, but he's never been in this much water before. He's never attempted swimming, so he's having a real hard time staying afloat.
He's wearing armor too.
He's wearing heavy armor, 20 pounds dragging him down into the murky depths. So he barely succeeds staying afloat this turn.
Grab the rope, you dumb fuck.
All right, he accepts the rope that you lower to him, and he holds on to it. "What are your terms?" he says. Do you wish to set terms for his surrender?
Well, it's not my turn. It's somebody else's turn. So.
All right. So ringside, what are you gonna do?
I'm so glad you asked.
Help me!
He's having a hard time swimming down there.
Right. Oh, let me just telekinetic himself up a bit.
You can't. All right. Ringside has forgotten. He reaches out with his mind, and his powers forsake him.
All right, frick. Hey, how do I avoid this problem like you?
Well, you just run your option. That was your round there. That's your action.
What does your pet do? Is it still going to move off, or is it going to hang out there?
I will tell it to fetch him carefully from the well.
Oh,
But
all right.
He has the crystal in right now. Huh?
He drops it.
He can put it down.
Okay.
Crystal lies in the street. He goes to the well, dives in. The commander lets out a girlish screech as he is grasped in the strong jaws of the air drake, who then climbs up out the other side and spits him onto the ground and then leers over him menacingly. So the commander is going to cower at the feet of your air drake, and he screams, "Call off your beast! Call off your beast, lest it eats me!"
The air drake is getting prodigious head pats for this service. This is exactly what I wanted. Good job.
What's the crystal for?
Let me see how intimidated he is. That's not good. He says, "The master wishes to steal the power of the Miorti. He said he would claim the God Spark for himself and become like a god."
There's a god's. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to confiscate that.
What happens if we break that crystal?
The commander will say that the crystal is a ritual focus, and that you can make another if you have enough obsidian. It's not really difficult, but it would be a delay.
Does it do anything by itself?
The ritual. When Densis completes the ritual, he will have the power! And then you fools will regret attacking my master.
And how is your magic still working? What is that tattoo you have around your neck?
The master is a genius! He figured out how to bypass this accursed goblin magic.
And if I cut it off your neck, what happens?
He laughs. It would do you no good.
How do you figure that?
Don't you understand how tattoos work?
Probably consumes it already.
Single-use items.
So
Take
how
off
is
all-
that not? I don't understand. Is he bluffing? I don't get it.
No, that's the basic functionality of a magic tattoo. It works like a scroll. Once you've activated it, it's cast. It's done.
Yeah.
It only exists on him until the end of the duration of the spell, and then it fades away.
Can I steal it from him?
Well,
No,
Grimorn
you
suggested cutting it off and wearing it, but who knows if that would work. I think at that point
Yeah,
it
I don't-
becomes a MacGyvered up kind of magic item, and it would not work.
I don't see what we have to lose.
I ain't gonna have to try it. Hold him
Like
up!
before the
Hold
duration
him!
runs out,
Hold
we'll
him
cut it off your
down!
neck.
Anyway, good conversation. You are unrepentantly a monster, though, so back down the well with you.
Oh yeah, he's a defiler. So Grimorn cuts off his tattoo, which kills him because it's on his neck. You throw the body in the well.
I gotta be honest, that felt a bit unceremonious. You didn't even sacrifice him.
That is kind of exactly what you just said you would do, right?
I know, I didn't expect it to work.
I got the tattoo.
Even roll like a survival check or something. Or a medical check.
I can if
It's like, yoink.
you want me to do a survival or a medical? Major?
Unfortunately, it does not work. The power of his tattoo is spent.
But is it still apparent on that skin, like the design of it?
Yeah, you can see it.
So I'm gonna go back up the stairs and see if I can find those ghosts.
Before you do that, really quick. Hey, Air Drake. Din Din's time. It's down the well. Go get it.
Well, the air drake is going to go down and maybe he's gonna eat an arm that's exposed and unarmored, or a leg or something.
He doesn't even want the full body.
Well, the body is in a breastplate, and it's a little hard and crunchy.
Oh, let me take it off.
You want to climb down a well? Are you good at swimming?
Well, I'm telling him to go get it.
Ah, so you want him to bring it back. Fetch, boy, fetch! Alright, well, the following turn, he will
Immediate
retrieve the body.
regret. Man, I'm not on my game today. I'm a bit used to accessing the unlimited psychic power.
I know, right? You really have to think within your very limited range of mundane physical options now. Tools become useful again. Oh my god. Rope. Pythons. Poles.
Old reptile.
The days of using Fireball and Earthquake to solve all your problems are over.
You bastard.
I drag the unconscious guy into the party while I watch you guys skin alive.
Alright, well, he's probably kind of horrified that his commander's being consumed now.
Oh, I forgot you were alive.
He was knocked
I brought back
unconscious.
Survivor.
Well, actually, I don't know if he's... I think it takes 2 minutes before he wakes up, so he's unaware for the next, I don't know, like 20 turns or so.
Let's go back to the surface real quick with the tattoo and the crystal,
Yeah.
and see if we can find those ghosts. Ninja.
Alright, you're gonna backtrack.
Why is obsidian important again?
Obsidian is a black, reflective stone which is very receptive to wizarding and psionic energies. So it's not quite as good for psionics as a psionic crystal, but it's better for magic, especially defiler magic. All of the
Okay.
highest level, like 11th and 12th and 10th level, like all the super epic level defiler spells require large amounts of obsidian as a spell component. Like,
And if you wonder where obsidian comes from, it is glass made from a volcano.
yeah. So the volcanic
I
islands
wonder
out
if
in the
this-
Silt Sea produce it.
I was wondering if this was like special evil obsidian made from the souls of the damned or something.
It is kind of special
Kind of.
obsidian. It has semi-magical properties in the Dark Sun universe.
Can preserver wizards use it?
No. They wouldn't
Can
want
do
to.
it. Let's go back to the other room, Ninja. I got all the characters.
It would be like using a black soul stone in the Elder Scrolls universe. Like, regular wizards wouldn't want to do it. That's something particular to the evil necromancer wizards.
I have an evil scheme to use this crystal for.
It's got a big crack in it. Keep that in mind. It did take a solid blow in the previous session.
We spread the rumor that somewhere within the city of Tears, a big black crystal to lure criminals there, so that we.
You're saying you've got a BBC and you want to spread the word?
Okay, well that's one way you could phrase it if you want.
All right, we're trekking back, Ninja, to the previous room.
Okay.
All right, I warned you. I warned you. You got to make the climb
Wait.
again. You remember last time how it went?
Oh, we
There,
don't.
great.
Oh, we don't have a rope.
We had a rope up there, sort of.
Quickly, Air Drake, fetch Creus to the top of the cliff.
No, we're not going. We want to talk to the ghosts.
You
The-
do
the
have a
ones
rope.
that-
This cliff is supposed to be dangerous, though, so there can be complications as you're ascending the rope. So I'm going to make you do a climb check.
Wait a second. Like, where are we going? Like, what do we need to climb out?
Well, you said you wanted to leave the city, right?
No. I want to go back where the ghosts were, the guardians.
You want to go to the temple. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not trying to leave the city.
Okay. So you return to the central plaza, to the spire that connects to the
Yeah.
the temple above, and you return up the
yeah.
spiral staircase.
Yeah, exactly. We're not going that far.
So you go to Nilbog's temple. Are you going to bring these items, the crystal
Yep.
and the prisoner?
And the statue.
All right. You go back to the halls of Nilbog, the Miorti.
Are the ghosts there?
Yeah, the temple is completely full of goblin ghosts that are crawling all over each other in a particularly goblinoid way. I think I provided the image once before, but these are the goblins in the Discord that you can see all around, pointing and watching. Put it up on stream too. The
mouths are
undead goblins are watching, always watching. And Nilbog the Miorti stands in his hall. A lich.
Nilbog.
A lich of incredible power.
Nilbog.
Miordi of the Bluebeards,
We must-
king of the buried city, bane of Gascanor, compliment.
Alright, buttering him up. That's good. Do you want to roll a charisma check?
Yes. It'll be charisma or persuasion.
No,
Charisma.
persuasion is a charisma check.
I give you a shoulder massage. You got this because I can't do any.
It was 11,
Take
not
guidance.
12. So 19.
19. Alright, you try to persuade the Miorti with all of your many compliments. The Miorti is not swayed by compliments, but he is interested in your captured crystal and your human captive. The goblins will point at the human prisoner. All of them chatter their skeletal teeth in anticipation of tearing his body apart. The Miorti, his eyes flash with hatred for a human enemy entering his temple.
Yorty.
So, few things. One, your spell is broke.
No, the spell is not broken. But we need your help to take it away so we can use our magic. The enemy are capable with these statues, and I throw the piece of skin in front of him.
I'm just staring daggers at you for freaking telling him that.
The Miorti is going to point at your prisoner, and he lays out a commandment, the judgment of the ancient law. A terrible curse has been laid upon the man in your possession, your prisoner.
What did you do?
He's cursed. That's what he did.
Cursed how?
With a curse.
This
Then
is not
sus-
explained anything.
Then says the Defiler, Miorti, is going around your magical spells that creates this zone of non-magic. We're using these tattoos.
Alright. The
And
Miorti
he's-
hisses with rage.
And we need your help. He's a powerful Defiler. And we can't, without magic, destroy them. And he is, at this time, with these crystals, trying to steal the power from your god.
Alright. The Miorti is quite upset at this.
We need your help.
The Miorti considers, and then, after a moment of thought, he nods his head and says, "This must be dealt with. I call upon the champion of Magubliet."
Ooh.
One of the undead goblins is going to step forward.
You must let us be your champion.
I don't think he's gonna do that. Okay, so who is this?
Let's see, what did I do with my figurines? Where's it at? Where's it at? Hold on, I gotta spawn it in. Save objects. Buried city bag. And alright, so Nilbug, and then it's two champions. I'm gonna label
Goblins!
these Nilbug, the Miorti.
Undead goblins.
Nilbug nods solemnly, and he calls forth the champions of Magubliet. Two terrifying Death Knights will step forward.
Oh, it's two of them.
They have incorporeal movement. They are ghosts. They emit an aura of dread. The captive is their enemy. As an enemy, when he starts his turn within 20 feet of them, he has to make a wisdom saving throw. He failed his wisdom saving throw against both champions and becomes double terrified. He starts wetting himself with fear.
Remember that character, Ninja?
Which one?
The one on the table next to your character. That's from the previous game.
Very nice, very nice.
So, what are these two going to do?
He's going to send them with you to kill Densis. So, the Miorti is going to call on Sacred Goblin Law. Goblin Law 1, obedience to the chain of command. My order to kill Densis has been given. And the two Death Knights will nod their heads solemnly. Goblin Law 2, the enemy must bleed. The blood of Densis must flow. And the two Death Knights nod their heads solemnly. Goblin Law 3, no cowardice. The Death Knights have no fear.
You know, these orders are seeming a bit redundant.
Goblin Law 4 says the spoils belong to the War God. Let none steal what belongs to Nilbog and to Magoobliet. Alright, so that's a hard law. Don't steal from the dead goblins. Honor the fallen! So don't desecrate the graves of the respected dead. Speak the war cries. The undead are gonna let out baleful undead war cries, which terrify the prisoners.
Prisoners? There's more than one?
Yeah, prisoner. One. And no mercy for the traitors. And with that, the Death Knights are going to snatch up your prisoner and kill him.
Hey, that's our prisoner. Give him back when we're done.
He's dead. We don't need them. This is gonna be in the way.
So there's a moment where he is super terrified, and then the ghosts fall upon him with their blades. And he is quickly killed. According to Goblin Law, they hate the humans. They hate the minions of Daskanor. The body is going to be crucified. According to Goblin Law, the body must be crucified upon the walls, and their spirit bound forever to watch the gates. So he's going to be like an undead pinned to the outer wall. What a fate.
Nice.
This feels slightly unnecessary.
Well, as undead, they are unchanging. They will hold this grudge for thousands of years.
I like your style. I would have burned him first, but you know.
I'm gonna shrink
Okay,
these down. These
wait.
are pretty small.
Sorry, now all I can imagine is like a goblin with a beard going, grudges. Grudges must be settled.
The Grudge. Famous Japanese horror movie.
Alright. I guess we're gonna go back downstairs.
Alright. Are you gonna leave the crystal here?
What do you guys say? I think the crystal would be quite safe up here.
You're gonna have the goblin watch it? I mean, we're moving to go find Densis, aren't we?
Or we can keep it with us, and then that becomes an option. Like if we see that he is close to finish a spell, we can break it and interrupt him.
Okay. It's just that it's very heavy. Whoever's carrying it is burdened and can't do anything but carry it.
Can the Drake do that?
Yeah.
And you can drop it in between fights, I guess. Once we're downstairs, we went this way. Do
You
you want Oren to
explored
snoop
one
around again?
Let's see. Get the color. And mark.
The goblins didn't agree to remove the magic canceling field, did they?
Oh, hell no. They straight up said no.
So they're still not removing the magic field.
No,
Okay.
their compromise was send help.
May I ask why you aren't removing the magic field?
Because they hate it.
Alright, so I've marked in blue an area that has been pretty thoroughly explored so far. Yeah, maybe I can do this part too. You went through this plaza, didn't encounter anything crazy. Okay. So, you've mapped out some of the city. You can see that you've got a lot of ground to cover if you want to find the other... I think he said there were 2 other ritual sites somewhere located here under the city. So, which direction do you wish to set off in?
Oh, sure. The area we did at the bottom there, like, is that like north, south?
That is west. You have explored due west into a plaza where the water supply was.
Why don't we send? Can we send Oren north to go and explore?
All right. Oren is going to set off into the northern plaza. I'll just do the play-by-play.
Northwest.
So this is sort of a little bit disjointed. I will describe what he's seeing, but he will return, and then he will be describing what he sees to you secondhand. So I'll give it to you firsthand, and then we'll just sort of gloss over that he goes through the whole process of describing what he sees to you later when he returns. But that does mean that you can't interact with him or do anything while he's doing this exploration. So he's going to roll his stealth with advantage. And then he's going to approach a cluster of very small buildings, and he's curious about them. They don't seem to have windows or doors. They don't seem to be support columns. So he does a little investigation, but he doesn't find anything of interest. He looks around, and he sees that there's a large building to the west, a large building to the north, and a plaza open to the east. He thinks about it for a minute, and he says last time they were setting up in a plaza, so he's going to head to the northeast along this wall and continue northward into this open area here. Now, when he gets here, he encounters a group of undead. So here in this plaza, we've got hobgoblins and goblin zombies. We got some over here, we got some there, we got some over here. And they're basically just sort of roaming in the streets, like doing patrols. Zombies don't have very good perception, so he is going to avoid their notice. But he thinks it's going to make it difficult to cross this plaza in the open. He has to stay here near the wall, and he can't go very far without risk of being spotted. He thinks maybe he'll go into the building and investigate, but he can't find an opening, and he begins circling around following the walls of the building. He comes around to the west side of the building, and he notices that the side of the building has collapsed, and he can get into it here. He checks to the end of the street, and he sees that the roots of a big tree extend down into the ground here, and the root structure has collapsed part of the building and obstructs part of the street here. He sees behind him there's another building, and he senses the eyes of the ghosts watching him, so he's a little scared to go into the buildings for risk of being captured by a ghost, possessed. He's going to navigate into this building here where he investigates. He doesn't notice anything of interest. He finds a staircase, and he ascends the staircase to the upper floor where it goes up and up and up until he arrives at the roof of the building. From the roof of this building, he's going to have a view into the plaza to the right, and a view past the roots of the tree to the roof of the building to the west. And what he notices is that there's a black crystal on top of that building, guarded by a horde of men. Alright.
I'm just getting some white boxes.
You can't see these? How about now?
No.
Yeah.
I don't see it. Like, I'd have to import some PNG.
It's weird because it's literally the same ones. So,
Let's try that. That's probably not gonna work, but
can you see them now?
No. It's okay. I see the box, it's fine. No, it's giving me errors, Ninja. Like the links are dead.
What about this one? Can you see this one?
Yeah. The gem, yeah, the crystal, yeah.
Alright, well that's all this is. So now I'll delete that one and put this one here.
Oh, there's another crystal there.
And the guy... So this... You can't see this one?
Well, no, I just get the white box, but it's okay. I know what it is.
Could you see the one that you were fighting before?
No.
Yeah, that image isn't loading for you, huh?
No. No biggie. He's a defiler.
That's annoying. I can't get it easily. I don't have it saved on my hard drive. It's weird that everybody else can see it except you.
It's fine.
I don't know. You got a figurine or something we could use? I know you had a couple Defiler 3D modeled ones.
Yeah, I'll pull one out. Just keep on going, Ninja.
Spawning in a big bag. It's probably going to lag for a bit.
Here's this guy if you want.
Let's see. What's a good Defiler?
I got 2 characters there.
Yeah, these are all 2D ones.
No, Ninja. Like I put two characters there if you want.
Definitely not that one. We're gonna use this one now. Let's reach lights.
I'll pull another one in case maybe you like.
And I'll call that one the Commander. Alright, so when Will returns, this is what he's going to describe. He sees the rooftop with a dozen Eldritch Knights led by another commander, just like you fought before. And once he has that information, he's going to sneak back downstairs and through the ruined side of the building and back across the plaza and return. And then he will give you the full report. It takes probably another 10 or 15 minutes for him to report everything that he saw. So we're about a half an hour later.
As the champion, if you can rally all of the hobgoblins and other goblin zombies to also help with this.
The undead are traitors. They are mindless and cursed to patrol. So he doesn't actually have all that much control over the traitor patrols, the zombies. They're just mindlessly wandering around doing their duty. He can only really order around the Death Knights. They're sentient, ghostly undead.
There's nothing else to prepare than...
They're undeads?
Well, the two Death Knights that he just provided to help you out in the combat ahead. They are undead.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Should we go and kill them? If we destroy several of those crystals at the same time, there's no chance he's going to be able to cast a spell. What do you say?
At least not in the relatively near future.
Well, we don't really have the timeline, so we gotta look up.
No bug stays here. That's the Miorti. The Miorti can't leave his temple.
I mean, if he's busy trying to cast his failing spell, he might be easier to stab.
You know that he will have some defenses. He's a trickster. He's gonna see us coming. And he's probably gonna have some magic. So, as long as he's not able to complete it. Because if he does, then we're screwed, you know that.
He will probably be expecting us now, though.
He's
He
been a
doesn't know,
couple
like-
steps ahead of you this whole time. Like, he sabotaged your airship when you approached Spoil. And then he wasn't even there when you won the battle.
No, I think we need to destroy some of those crystals real quick. Let's go and kill these knights. Sabotage
I
them.
want to leave the big crystal with Yordi. Don't ask me why.
Yeah, that's fine. He'll guard it so that Densis cannot use it to steal his god's power.
Alright, let's go.
So for Ringsight, this is probably reminiscent of when he entered the temple of the Miordi of the Winged Elephant.
It
The-
is
the second
fear
time you've been
everywhere
into,
walls are fast.
Similar dead god's sanctum.
Repeating myself, it does remind me of that, except with everyone being a bastard.
Well, goblins being goblins. Alright, so they have a building that's fairly well defended. It's got multiple stories, and they've taken up position on the roof. There's a very good defensible position. They can see down from the roof if you approach from the street, most likely. How do you want to go about this?
Maybe we should blow a bomb, like a smoke bomb, like last time.
Yeah, to give you
Use
some
the crowd.
cover.
Yeah. Not on us, but through them, so they can't see anything. And then we can approach them and get close enough before they can start attacking us with magic.
Maybe we'd have to smoke screen ourselves to hide the smoke.
No, we smoke screen them. We can send Oren in there and then pop one of his smoke bomb, and then that will give us a chance to approach without becoming targets.
You want Orin to scout?
Yeah.
Alright. Orin dips into the shadows, skulks along the building here. He's gonna run across the street when he feels like nobody's watching. He checks the building. He doesn't find any easy access points around this side of the building. When he gets to here, he can see that there's an entranceway with a staircase. It spirals up around the wall of the building until eventually it comes up into somewhere near the middle of the tower at the top. You can tell that it's guarded up there, but he could drop the smoke bomb in the lower floor of the building. Ooh.
What was that?
He failed to notice a trap. An alarm spell goes off.
Oh, shoot.
He's going to dip out pretty quick. He hits the streets. All of the guards are rolling perception checks. We got a 4, we got a 6, we got a 2, we got an 8, we got a 7, we got a 14, a 17. That's pretty good. What's his bonus? 5. Not good enough to see Orin. Orin manages to stay in the shadows, and he skedaddles. He runs back and he says, "I'm sorry, guys. I set off an alarm spell. I didn't see it. It was hidden by magic."
There's no way to throw the smoke bomb on the roof.
You couldn't get up into the building without the alarm going off. They seem to have been alerted, and they're watching the streets now. He could throw the smoke bomb into the street, and that would give us cover to run through.
I guess that's the best we can do.
All right. He throws it about there. That'll give you cover going around the corner and through the street. It's not quite big enough to cover the entrance as well, so they'll probably spot you entering the building, but they won't shoot at you before you manage it. So, is that the next move? Is everybody going to make a dash for the building and get inside?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. So the party runs to the building, through the open streets, through the smoke cloud. You enter the building on the first floor, and you find the staircase. As you begin ascending, a trap. All right, there's a hidden trap here, and you are moving quickly, and Oren did not check here further up on the staircase. So the trap explodes. There's a powerful burst of electricity. Everybody roll a dexterity save. Will manages to roll his saving throw and completely avoids the blast of lightning on the staircase.
Nope, that's a bad roll. 6.
13.
What's the roll?
13.
It's a DC 17 dexterity save against 22 lightning damage. Save for half.
Ow. Bastards.
So, Will says, I missed that trap. Are you guys okay?
No.
Not really, no.
You all took
How
22
much
damage.
was it?
Anybody who made the save only took 11 lightning damage.
I'm kind of dying a bit, actually.
I was gonna attack them.
Messed you up, huh? 22 lightning damage has sizzled ring sight.
That stings.
Your air drake is at 29 damage now. Not too bad.
He's immune to lightning, no?
Oh, you're right. You're right. He is immune. He doesn't take damage
Wait a
from that.
second. Now that you mention it, hold on a second.
And remember, none of your items work, so you probably aren't resistant to anything.
Frick.
Are the healing fruits that I have on my belt, are they mundane fruit?
Magic fruits are considered a magic item like a potion.
Okay.
So they would just be tasty fruit at this point. Okay, after getting through the trap, you ascend the staircase. The next set of stairs is going to bring you out onto the roof. But the roof is swarming with enemies, which means you're going to be forced into a dangerous position fighting on a stairwell at disadvantage against an enemy with an elevated, defended position.
Don't like that.
Now, according to my Grit and Glory rules, you have entered into a surrounded position that the Horde occupies. So everybody needs to make a dexterity saving throw. The DC is 8 plus the Horde's proficiency bonus of 2 plus their dexterity modifier of 2. So everybody has to make a dexterity save of DC 12, otherwise they will be completely surrounded. Will makes it easily.
I got it. Made it pretty easy too.
All right. Gromorn fights his way out of the surrounded position.
10. No.
Oh, Morg got surrounded.
I cannot maneuver. My shield is so heavy.
Yeah, well, it's just like in Wizardry Variants Daphne. The heavy shields are gonna mess you up. You gotta switch out for those lighter shields.
Reroll. Take this. Well, that
Wait,
was
what?
a waste of time.
With what? You don't have any spells?
Maybe reroll.
I have luck.
Well, luck applies to you. You can reroll your own things, right?
Yes, I did. It failed.
But he was the one rolling, like, I don't know.
It was making my save.
Oh, for your save. Okay, okay. All right, so now you're on the roof. We're going to roll initiative. Let's see here. Eldritch Knights versus the party of 4. I should probably put the Air Drake on there, too. Something I didn't do before. I was just doing it on Taro's turn. Do you want to keep doing that? Do you want to have the pet go on your turn, or do you want to zone initiative?
It's my turn.
Okay, we'll leave it on your turn. Roland.
Do we have a new initiative?
We
Yeah.
do.
Oh, sweet.
Will is first. He is the quickest. So Will is going to slip through the surrounded position, and he is going to get himself to the edge of the combat, balanced on the wall, on the railing, on the edge of the rooftop. He's going to use his advanced dexterity to get into that good position and make his attack against the Horde. Oh, critical hit. Because you guys are also engaged with the Horde, he automatically gets his sneak attack damage. Plus 96. $29 damage with a good backstab. Alright, so Will is going to eliminate one of the Eldritch Knights. And then, let's see, can he hide here? There's nowhere to hide. He's in the open. Well, he's going to get his bonus attack action as well. Not with advantage, but it does hit. And it only does 4 damage. But 4 is still 4, so he enters one of the other knights a little bit with his offhand attack, flicking a dagger in that direction. And then Gromorn.
Yep.
You made your save, right?
Yep.
So, let's see, where's an opening? Do you want to position yourself over here?
Where are we at?
Instead of being in the inside of the Horde, you could be on the outside somewhere, so you could be maybe here or over here.
Let's stick next to Warren. And we're gonna attack together. Our way to the commander. I'll attack the same dudes that he has attacked, okay?
Alright.
I'll be his shield or whatever, you know? We can share that spot.
Gonna try to draw the attacks.
Yeah. 16th hit.
Let's see, are you flanking? Flanking gives you +1. That'll hit.
So 12?
12 damage. Alright. Another Eldritch Knight goes down. the commander of this horde, he says, "Do not fall! Densis will flay your flesh if you fail him now."
Wait for those Den Knight to curse you.
Morg? You failed your save, so you don't get to move away from the center. You are stuck right here at the stairs, at the crystal, surrounded by enemies. You're unable to break through like the others. What do you do from your bad position here?
Is anyone flanking this light with me? Grimard?
What's up?
I said, is this knight being flanked by Grimorn?
Yes, you could attack him and consider it flanking.
Cool. And roll in. Why is it lagging? Roll already.
Tabletop Simulator netcode.
That's still really bad. 4 plus 7. 11.
Alright, it pings
Got
off
it.
his magical armor. No effect.
Okay.
Alright,
and then
the Eldritch Knights are going to lash out. The commander is going to do a thing, and 4 of his knights are going to do a thing.
I use my bonus action to hunker.
Surrounded creatures can be targeted by assault attack. They cannot use dash or disengage while surrounded, and they provoke an attack of opportunity if they use their move action. If you deal damage to the horde, you could attempt to escape, but you failed, which means the assault attack is coming in. So make a DC 12 strength or dex save. Let's see, hang on. Or dexterity modifier if the horde uses range. So it's got to be strength. So it has to be a DC 12 strength check against the assault.
Ah, this tower is so horrible. 4.
Ooh. All right. Let's see. Oh, this is gonna hurt. The assault attack is going to do 48 damage. Brutal. 48 damage this turn as you just get laid into by the entire horde. So that's the horde's...
48.
Yeah, 48 damage, piercing. That is the entire attack of the horde, but the commander's still going to go. And the commander's going to... he's going to rally his horde. And he's got a charisma modifier of 3, so he gives 3 temporary hit points to all of his troops. So he's got 10 left. So I'll just make a note here, they all have +3. So they're going to sort of resist the first 3 damage whenever you hit one of them, with their temp hit points from being rallied by the commander. So he continues to threaten them. He says horrible things. Densis will turn them into undead minions after flaying their flesh and stripping their body of everything that makes them a man. Really nasty stuff to keep them motivated to fight against difficult odds. Because you are seasoned adventurers, veterans, champions, and they are but lowly soldiers. But that assault attack was pretty brutal. They're doing a number on Morg. He needs help. How many hit points have you got left?
I am bloodied. I have 39 hit points.
If you take another attack like that, you might not survive it. Fortunately, they're probably unlikely to roll max damage like that again. That was really brutal. The assault attack says, like, you roll their damage and then you give it a ×4 multiplier, and I rolled max on their D10. So, D10 +2. did a lot of damage. All right, ring sight. You're in the stairwell. I forget. Did you make your save? I think you made your save, right?
Failed the save.
You failed the save, so you find yourself stuck here in the stairwell with Morg, fighting at a disadvantaged position against an enemy with high ground.
Can I go away from them?
So, according to the rules of Surround, you can, but they get an attack of opportunity automatically.
Better idea. Dragons.
You call in the air drake to take a bite.
Yep, that's or knock them down the stairs.
Unfortunately, you can't knock around a horde. They're immune to that sort of thing. But you can do some
I
damage
see.
with your 3 attacks if you wish.
Alright, screw it. Sometimes the best option is the direct one.
3 attacks, plus 10 to hit. 2 claws for 17, and 1 bite for 13. 47 potential damage.
Okay, take attack. Plus 13.
Plus 10. 3 attacks
Take
at plus
this.
10.
Some of this. A little bit more of this. Could be better, could be worse.
What is it, these last 3? 26, 15, and 20?
Yes.
Alright. The 15 doesn't hit, so if we're doing bite, claw, claw, one of the claws missed. But you do 30 combined damage with the bite and the claw attack that did hit. So that's going to... Let's see, 30 minus 3. So you do 27 damage to this Eldritch Knight. And 5 of that bleeds over to this Eldritch Knight. Minus 5. And kind of squeeze him in here on the stairwell. You can also take an action. Do you wish to swing your sword or do something else? What do you want to do? You are already in the fray, so you might as well do something.
True. Can I take the dodge action?
Yes, that is one of the actions that you can still pull off while surrounded. You cannot dash, you cannot disengage, but you can dodge. It'll give you your enemy's disadvantage when they swing on you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to stay alive.
Good call, good call. Alright, Will has gotten to the outside and he sees the dangers here. He's going to try to take out some of these enemies. He lines up to flank. He gets over here so he can flank, and with advantage he swings. He's gonna hit, but only barely again. He's rolling pretty low. Alright, so main dagger, offhand dagger. Nine damage plus his sneak attack. 26, 35 total damage. Let's see. 35 will take out one enemy. Let's see. If he had 17 hit points, then he takes out that one immediately. That leaves 18 for the other one, who soaks 3 of it,
Yeah,
which means he
okay.
still has 15 damage. Alright, so with his sneak attack, he's got his main attack and his offhand attack, and he goes in and he takes out one of the Eldritch Knights and he wounds one of the other Eldritch Knights. And he says, "Get off my friends!" So he's putting up a fight. He causes their numbers to reduce a little bit, but he hasn't broken your allies out of the surrounded status yet. After the Eldritch Knights, it is Rings... Or no, that was Orin. Grimorn. Grimorn, it's your turn.
I'm gonna attack this other guy here.
All right. Tag teaming.
Yep.
Flanking.
Yep. Yeah, I'll use that that distraction on my advantage. Let's see if that helps. 16.
Oh, he blocks it. Parries your attack.
All right.
Cutting it real
Okay.
close. You need a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, Morg.
I'm doing the best I can. I'm a fucking cleric.
Am I still considered surrounded?
Yeah, in order to get out of the surrounded position, you either have to do damage and then you can make a save to get out.
Okay, I thought people like me to opening for me.
They're trying. They couldn't do it this
I
turn.
guess am I flanking with this one? Can I hit that one?
Yeah. It's a little bit abstract, but because the Horde has you surrounded, any attack you make against the Horde is flanking with one of your allies. Because
Okay,
there will be a
21, nat 20.
there will be a person in between. Nat 20 is real good. Critical hit. Big damage.
The crit table that you're on. If there's no added other modifiers, then it's 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool. Well, this one already had a bunch of damage on him, so he's going to drop. So we're going to move 4 damage onto this one. And this one's gone.
Okay, and then I can make a move without doing opportunity attack.
So it
Yeah,
says
that I hit
if
them?
a creature that is surrounded deals damage to the Horde, it can attempt a DC 12 dexterity saving throw at the end of the turn. On a successful save, it is no longer considered surrounded and can use its movement to leave the space of the Horde without provoking an attack of opportunity.
Okay, so I have to do the save.
Yep.
Uh,
Well, doing the damage gives you the opportunity to roll the save, and if you succeed, you've maneuvered out to safety.
okay. Let's see. It's just flat. 15. So I made the saving throw, and
So you can pick where you want to move to. There's a few open spots on the outside.
move over here on the edge, and I'm going to use my bonus action again to hunker.
All right. The safety of the tower shield. The Eldritch Knights, their numbers dwindling, but they are their morale is rallied by their commander. So they're going to unleash a series of magical attacks. Let's see, I'm just going to target each of you with a magic missile. Alright, so the commander waves his arms in the air and invokes the power of the magic missile. His spell is going to send 3 glowing darts. And he's got his men, they're going to do one against each of you. So, first, Orin. He's unable to avoid 10 damage. I'm gonna mark it on his figurine for now. Grimorn, magic missiles strike at you from various angles. You take 7 magic missile damage.
Alright.
Morg, magic missiles chase you out of the horde for 9 force damage. And ring sight, magic missiles pummel your legs for 10 damage. Yep, wait, we got one more. Your air drake gets pelted for 11 damage from magic missile attacks. I'll mark it on his figurine. He's at negative 18 now. Your air drake lets out a cry of pain. The magic missiles sting a bit. And he doesn't like that he was unable to avoid them. Like angry little bees that sting. Alright, that was the Eldritch Knights. All of them attacked with the magic missile. Ringsight, what do you do? Taro. Earth to Taro. Can you hear me now? Maybe we should come back to him. Orin is going to continue doing what he did last turn with advantage. Lands a hit. He's going to do big damage. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the regular. 37. Alright. So, let's see. 37 damage. One of them will take 25 to drop. So, let's say he takes out that one. And he does another 12 damage to this one, who is now badly wounded. Let's see. Commander here. This one's the one he just hit that survived. And the commander is still kind of being protected by his troops to the best of their ability here, so they sort of cinch in to close ranks when some of their allies have been taken out. Lagging a little bit. Bear with me here as I move figurines around into position. So they sort of just consolidate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think you have halved them. I think after that attack from Orin, I think he dropped them so they don't get as many attacks after this. Are you back, Taro?
The Dark Knights, are they helping?
What do you mean?
The 2 Dark Knights, the Ghost Goblin?
You know what? I didn't put them on the initiative. They would have hit a couple times. Good call. Good call.
I was wondering. I thought I was curious about like what kind of power do they have?
So they will multi-attack. They would have hit for about 31 damage on a hit. Let me just check if they would have hit. I'm missing a miss on turn 1. So let's say they got into combat, but they didn't hit anything. They're sort of in a bad position on the stairwell. And then during the second turn, one of them actually got a hit, and the other one got a critical hit. Oh, that's pretty effective. So the regular hit would have killed a knight, and the critical hit would have killed 2. And I think the bleed over would have finished off that one as well, even. So we are down to the commander and his 2 men. All right. Taro. Earth to Taro, did you fall asleep? I think we lost him.
Last turn he did a dodge, so maybe he's gonna do a dodge again.
Yeah, we'll say he did another dodge action this turn.
Yeah, that way he has a better chance to.
All right, so Grimoire, after the ghosts lay into the remaining enemies and finish off a couple of them, what do you do?
Is it Orin?
I already took his turn.
Oh, did you? Okay. I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna keep on attacking these Eldritch Knights.
Yeah. Take your swing. Armor class 17.
Yep.
Will help you with an advantage.
Come on, roll something decent. Wait.
25 will
25.
hit for 15.
Yes. Max damage. Woo!
Good. A solid hit on one of the remaining Eldritch Knights who grunts and bleeds. Morg.
I don't see anyone. Everyone's already blocking the way of hitting the other guy, so I'm gonna move up to the crystal.
Yeah, it's abstract.
Yeah.
You can attack the horde. You're just outside the horde, so you're in position to hit.
Okay. Oh.
These locations on this building are very generalized because your figurines are way too big. Like, you would be smaller on this map, really. A lot of theater of the mind with a little bit of visual representation. Oh no, that doesn't hit.
Okay.
All right,
No,
so
bonus action Hungarian.
the Eldritch Knights are gonna roll a morale check because their situation is dire. The 2 remaining knights says, "We're gonna die, Commander." And the commander, he's going to curse them for their cowardice. And then he is going to bamf. So both of these are going to take the dodge action and get back to back to defend themselves. And the commander seems to be making a run for it. He has teleported a 30-foot distance to the stairwell below. Basically going down, skipping a floor, and dropping to the ground below with a downward teleport. So he lands in a superhero position. You know, 1 knee down. Cursing his men for their cowardice and making a very tactical magical retreat. Ring sight. Ring sight. He commands his air drake to collect the, or no, to attack. Yeah, it's gonna attack. So 7, 11, and 4. The 4 doesn't hit. The 7 and 11 do. So he does 30 damage. He's gonna kill this one. 7. And then 23, he kills the last one as well. Alright, so the air drake finishes them off, pounces on them, and shreds them. Very effective. I'm sure Ringsight would be proud of his beastie if he was here. Unfortunately, he has fallen asleep. Dude's got so much energy to argue about politics all afternoon, and then he falls asleep during the session. When will he learn that the real priority in life is D&D and not politics? Alright, so do you want to continue combat and try to kill or capture the commander? Do you want Will to go after him?
Oh, he ran away?
Yeah, he's teleported away with a little misty step.
Oh. Send the Drake after it and eat it.
The Drake is already attacking the 2 surviving guards that were on the rooftop. So he finishes them off with his 3 attacks. And then it's Will's turn. Will can do a ranged attack from the edge of the rooftop when the enemy's trying to run.
Yeah.
He's not going to get advantage unless he can hide, so he tries to get low.
Wait a second. Could Orin... Oh, no. No, we gotta kill him.
And the enemy's perception is bad, so he doesn't notice, which means it's a critical hit. Alright, he takes a shot at the commander, and he puts an arrow in his neck, and he goes down in the street unceremoniously. And combat is over. It's getting hot in here. I need to turn up my AC. All right, congrats. Da 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 da. The victory music plays. The enemy lies defeated. You get your 0 experience points, since I don't do experience points. You can loot yourself another life-draining, or not life-draining, another Malison Scimitar and Lifeguard Plate.
I could even saw if the Death Knights were helpful in that scramble.
They actually did a
And
lot of
Death
damage.
Knights-
I just forgot to roll their stuff. They got a critical hit, and they killed 3 of the guards. All right,
Death Knight's capable of healing.
You don't have bags of holding, and this is the loot here. Who wants to take it? It's 26 pounds of loot. Who's got the carrying capacity? Or do you want to leave it here?
Can I carry it and then bring it up?
Can we have the Drake carry it for us?
He doesn't have saddlebags. He could hold 1 object in his mouth.
Yeah. Carry it like a bone.
All right. He can munch down on the breastplate. That's 20 pounds. Do you just want to take the sword, tuck it into your belt? Somebody make a note. Who's carrying what?
Is there any items on them?
Well, that's what we're talking about.
Oh.
The rapier and the breastplate. That's what the commander was wearing.
I guess we can just leave them at the entrance. and
Can
deal
I
with that.
borrow the air drake, fly outside of the area, heal?
The Malison effect is unhealable, but the other damage you took, the lightning damage, you could probably go out and heal that. Do you want to use potions, or do you want Grimoire to go with you?
I'll go with him.
All right. So, let's see. You could backtrack across town, ascend the staircase.
Fly out of the zone.
The air drake can only carry maybe 2 passengers with a little bit of strain.
That'd just be the 2 of us, I think.
Yeah, so everybody else will stay down below, and then the 2 of you will fly up near the airship.
Yep. Or on the ledge, wherever the magic comes back.
Yeah, you fly up the cliff, you get onto the edge, and that's where the magic starts to return to all your objects. And you feel the power of your god coursing through your veins again.
I hate this place.
Can I do anything about the magical and healing wound? Like, can I use like my restoration or something, lesser restoration or something like that?
You have
No.
previously identified one of these rapiers. It can be... it's a curse, basically, so the curse can be removed and then healing can be done.
I'm gonna do the curse removal.
Okay, so then like dispel magic then? Is that...
No. I'm gonna remove his curse. I'm gonna cast remove cursed.
Okay. A 3rd level remove curse removes the unhealable wound, and then regular healing can now repair the damage as normal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know about a dispel magic. It's
No,
really a
dispel-
curse effect. You could probably do it with a dispel magic, but it would probably come back at the end of the spell effect.
Oh,
How much damage did you take?
I think dispel magic sort of
a
suppresses it
lot.
rather than removing it.
I have a total of 99 damage.
That's going to take a bit of healing.
What is it? 37?
37.
My day's off for a second.
Yeah. You missed a couple turns there, so I had your air drake attack. It hit a couple times.
Okay, I'm going
I'm gonna cast
to
another spell.
use all of my good berries and 40 of them. 40 health.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna cancel the other spell. Okay. And I'm gonna
Okay.
heal you with 100 automatic.
Oh. Okay, so I'll just be at full then?
Save your good berries.
Alright, how are you casting spells?
He borrowed your air drake, and the two of them have flown up and out. This is all going to probably take about an hour to do.
Yep.
And only the two of them could go, because the air drake can only carry a couple passengers at a time and still be able to fly. So the others are left behind. Probably the Death Knights will guard the stone. Maybe they'll retrieve it and bring it back to the temple with the other one.
And we'll come back right away.
So where we pick up, everybody will have regrouped at the Temple of Nilbog. And the smoke has gone away. Get rid of that. I'm going to shrink this crystal down so it fits in here a little better. Alright, so Nilbog stands at the center of his temple. He's got two of Dentis's evil black crystals made of obsidian. The two Death Knights wait patiently. It's known that there is still one more crystal somewhere in the city. The Air Drake has a little bit of damage. Morg is completely healed. Hey, Taro.
Yeah,
Mark that you took 10 damage towards the end there.
dang it. I'm...
You were AFK when that happened, so just put it on your sheet. Or make a note of it. You're a little bit injured, but not too bad.
I have like 11 health.
Well, you might need to go heal too.
Take me away.
Alright, so once Morg and Grimorn return, you're gonna mention that your entrails are just about hanging out?
Yes.
Alright, Morg. You got enough spells to do that a second time?
I mean,
Or Grimorn, yeah.
Grimorn's the one that healed.
Yeah.
Want to heal?
Ring Sight points out that he's only got 11 hit points left.
Oh,
Very bloody. I
my
could use healing spells.
chicken bones.
Chicken boy.
Yeah. What happened to you?
Getting stabbed. And electrocuted.
Much health? How much total health are you missing?
He took 10 damage from magic missiles. He took 22 damage from the lightning trap. So he's got a total of 32 damage, I think.
A little bit more than that.
Did you take another hit earlier, like last session or something? You probably had a little bit of an injury on you
Yeah.
from something else.
No, he didn't take damage before.
sure I did.
You've been playing pretty safe. You've been taking dodge actions and stuff.
I can heal you.
I can use my 6th level healing spell that heals up to 70.
No, don't do that. No point. Keep it. We don't know during the fight if something might. If things
What, when the
change.
goblins are gonna let us use magic again?
Well, hey, listen. Do you rather? I don't know. It's up to you. But I still have some spells there I can use on ringside.
Yeah, I still have.
Let me
Like 17 nightmare spells.
let me take care of this.
Okay.
Where am I at? Give me a second. I'll do the best I can. $43. I heal you for 43. Ringside.
Alright, let's go.
You have any berries you can have? Maybe that helps.
They're magical berries, so I don't think so.
Well, if you fly
Oh,
outside,
so
you can
do-
use them outside town. All this is costing you is time. It's about an hour each time you leave town.
No, not really.
All right. Do you want to send Orin to scout? See if you can find another location to attack?
Yeah.
So he has explored some of the north. None of the east, none of the south or southeast. There's a bit of the northwest plaza that's been unexplored as well. So you've got about 4 directions to choose from. Where do you send him? Anybody have ideas?
Send him in this direction.
Okay, to the southeast. Orin begins sneaking off in this direction. He hugs the edge of this building here, and he's going to come around the corner here. You can see that this part of town has several levels. There's a pretty drastic height change and a sloping road here. If he were to continue to the east, there's a bit of a plaza, or it descends to a lower level. You can see the road that goes down to the lower level here. He moves to this building here. He stays in the shadows as he moves through a large plaza. As he moves south, he can see that there are several small buildings. He feels as if he's being watched from the windows of each of these houses, these little goblin houses. He approaches a larger building, square, multi-storied. To the west, he can see a rectangular building, similarly 2 stories, with a couple large stalls, as if there was a shopping plaza here in ancient times, extending out from the building, some kind of shop. He considers that there might be interesting loot in a shop, but he doesn't want to investigate the buildings because he knows about the ghosts. He moves more in an easterly direction rather than south. And he's going to enter into the alleys, where he finds that there are a couple large buildings here. He's going to look around, and he doesn't notice anything of interest. He's going to come over to this building here, and he notices...
I didn't have time.
He investigates this building, He's got a really good investigate, and he's going to notice that there's quite a lot of foot traffic that has come through here and into this building. And he thinks maybe Densis is using this building as a hideout.
Good sign.
So he's going to begin to investigate down this way a little bit. He's going to notice that this plaza down here is full of undeads. So he is trying to avoid the notice of all of these undead that are roaming around on the roofs, in the buildings, doing their patrols and whatnot. And he begins to circle back around this way. And he notices with his investigate, he rolls a 15 plus a 16 is a 31. He notices some more tracks heading to the west, coming from the building where he found the tracks initially and coming along this road headed to the west. He thinks maybe there might be more Eldritch Knights setting up a crystal in this direction. So he's going to take this information and return to the central tower, where he reports to you what he's found. Two things of interest. He says possibly to the south there might be another crystal, and to the southeast there might be a hidden lair where Densis is gathering his forces. So what do you want to do? Do you want to go after Densis's lair, or do you want to go after the other crystal?
What if we sent the Death Knights on the crystal and then went for his lair?
Alright, you can split up if you wish.
I think we should go after the crystal. Clear that out. We don't know, like, Densis is a powerful enemy. Like, we need all the forces and the strength we can.
Yeah, but he's been seeing our next move this whole time.
Yeah,
Maybe
but look how weak we are right now. You're like you took one hit and you almost died. Orin was bloodied to the ground. I have no ways to bring you back up here. I think we should go after that crystal.
Alright, so your plan is to head south. Alright, so we're going to move the party from here to where Orin found the tracks. So let's put everybody on this road here to the south. Grab the Death Knights. Leaving Nilbug, leaving the crystals. Ringsight's elemental doesn't exist here. And Orin is taking the lead, so he's following the tracks.
Let's make sure that there's no trap.
When you get to this street, the zombies will approach. They lurch across the street, dragging their broken limbs, their twisted feet, swinging their rusty weapons. The Death Knights will stand in front of the party and hold up their hand and wave off the undead, who, sort of almost disappointed, lower their weapons and turn back to their patrol. Undead diplomacy. I think it's funny that you have these little goblin Death Knights. Death Knights are usually like, I don't know, Soth in Dragonlance is like 7 feet tall, but these goblins are just like little 3-foot tall dudes. A 3-foot tall Death Knight amuses me.
For a goblin.
I think it would be kind of comical and terrifying at the same time, because Death Knights are really powerful, but still, he's a little guy.
You fool. You underestimate him. And that is the first step to his inevitable victory.
Alright. A similar setup to last time. The party moves through the streets and approaches a building. Oren says, I think the tracks are going this way. He checks for traps. There's no traps in the road that he can see. Nothing is set off.
No, but in the building.
Correct.
Looking for the alarm and all that.
Alarm spell. That is a precaution that they use. He has a hard time finding alarm spells, though. It's a pretty high DC. Magical invisible spells. Alright, so what's the plan? Are we gonna do like last time? Throw another smoke bomb?
What are you guessing?
I don't see why not.
Alright, I'll deploy the smoke bomb into the area.
Oh, not in their crowd?
Well, the idea of the smoke bomb is to provide cover for the party to even approach the building without getting spotted. Because these Eldritch Knights can unleash a barrage of magic missiles pretty much the turn that they've noticed you. They'll be surprised initially, but once they have a target, they can shoot at you.
Yeah, I was thinking like if it's sent like right inside of them, then they can't even see us coming in.
Are you gonna tell Orin to try to get into the building and deploy it right in the middle of them?
I was wondering if he can throw it up there.
Nah, he couldn't throw it that far. Throw range on a smoke bomb is not very far.
No. The thing is that if we're gonna go up there, we gotta make sure that there's no lightning trap and all that stuff, huh?
Yeah, they might have the same defenses as the other team had. You never know.
Yeah, I'd say that maybe he wants to take a look at that, so we can prevent killing ourselves. You know, that's a lot of damage.
All right. Orin is going to sneak. The enemies are going to watch. They don't see anything. He gets into the building. Well, the front door is locked. He checks for traps. Oh, he rolled really good. I rolled a natural 19. So with a natural 19 plus his modifier, let me check his modifier. His investigate is 16. That was at a 35. He succeeds at finding the magic trap. He doesn't really have a way to bypass it, though. He can't disable a magic trap. He can avoid it, but it's on the stairwell, so he can't get past it either. He's going to sneak back to the party, and he's going to report. They have the same defenses as the last team. The stairwell is trapped in the same way as last time. These people are not very creative. He'll tell you that he was unable to get past it to deploy the smoke bomb, and he can't disable the magic trap because he can't get close to it without it going off. And it's on the stairwell, so he can't go around it without his ability to fly or walk on walls.
I tell the air drake to set it off because it's immune.
Alright, so this will create a thunderclap in the stairwell, which will alert the enemy, but you will at least avoid taking any damage by doing that.
Then let's immediately retreat away.
Oh, is that your plan? You want to go in, set off the trap, and then run?
Yes.
What does everybody else think about his plan?
Yeah, I like that. Like if he detonates it and we're not hit because it takes the brunt of the damage, of non-damage, really. That sounds good to me.
Okay. Well, if that's your
Are
plan,
are they on the roof, or are they just like in a second floor room thing?
well, the reason that Will couldn't deploy the smoke bomb is they're on the 3rd floor. He can't throw it high enough to get them.
No.
And he didn't take
Yeah,
the
well,
stairs up because they're trapped.
We'll run to the entrance. Let the Drake detonate
The trap on the stairs.
the trap, and then we're gonna follow behind after the spell is goes through and it's safe. And he can start the attack. He can do a charge and attack.
Well, due to their position, you can't really hit them until you get up the stairs. And if you go on the stairs, the trap goes off. So the only one that's going to be up on the stairs when things start is going to be the air drake.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Do you want the air drake to
He's
make an
gonna-
attack and then retreat? Or stay there, or what?
We stay there and we join him at the second round, I guess.
Okay, so...
No, he's retreating with us.
So during the surprise round, you will be setting off the trap and making an attack with the air drake. And then we'll roll initiative and see how it goes. So, Taro, can you give me 3 attacks? The air drake dashes into the building, goes up the stairs, sets off the trap, enters the fray, grabs the first guard at the top of the stairs in his jaws with a bite. I need attack, attack, attack. We've got a 17 which hits, an 18 which hits. Bite, claw. The last claw does not hit.
That was an accident.
Oh, that was a D10. All right. A 12 to hit does not hit. But he does do 30 damage. It's going to take out one Eldritch Knight and injure another. So that does 8 damage to the second Knight. Alright, so... Stairs. I'm going to make a note. Stairs. Air Drake. Enemy advantage. High ground advantage means when they make attacks against the Air Drake, they will have a better chance of hitting. Attacking from an elevated position. And you brought the Death Knight, so I'm gonna do an initiative for the Death Knights as well. So, checking their stats, Death Knights, they're gonna have a +5. Oh, look at that. The goblins are fast. This could work to your advantage.
Ooh, and ringside too.
Alright.
That means that your Drake can attack again.
Death Knight 1, Death Knight 2, they're going to enter the horde. Hang on. I'm going to shrink down the crystal, put it here, and I'm going to sort of try to make a circle here. Air Drake, put in the middle. Death Knight in the middle. Other Death Knight in the middle. Alright, so your Ghost Goblin champions enter the fray. They move up the stairs. They're going to use their incorporeal movement to just sort of levitate up and through the floor. They emit their aura of dread at the enemy, who has to make a DC 19 Wisdom saving throw. They have failed, which means they have the frightened condition. Frightened condition. Oh, this is going to be bad. Let me check the status effects quick here.
They flee.
A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within sight. Alright, so the enemy horde will have disadvantage due to the ghosts in their midsts. If a frightened creature is subjected to an effect that causes it to become frightened again, the creature must make a wisdom saving throw or it becomes panicked. So if you could get a second stack of fear onto them, that would be pretty powerful. The creature can't willingly approach the source of its fear, but they're already within attack range, so they can still attack with disadvantage, and they have nowhere to flee.
They have down the stairs with us.
Yeah, they can't move through the heroes party, so it's sort of a blocked path.
Jump off the roof.
Let me make another one of these, and I'm going to change that to purple, and I'm going to call that one Fear Aura, or no, hang on, I'm going to call it the Aura of Dread. Make the note, enemies frightened. Alright, and lock that here, bam. And the ghosts are also going to... They're going to attack with a power called the Goblin's Curse. My cat likes to sit right under me, and I accidentally bump him with my feet, and I feel bad. Cats like to be underfoot. It's a bad spot to be, though.
My
Alright.
cat likes to be on my desk.
Oh yeah, well, on your keyboard, that's bad too. I sort of trained my cat not to do that. Oh, you moved over to this spot. That's a better spot, kitty. Sorry that I stepped on you. Alright, so Goblin's Curse. The Ghost Goblins target one creature it can see within 60 feet. The target has to make a Wisdom saving throw or be cursed. Alright. So I'm going to target the commander, cursed, and I'm going to target this Eldritch Knight, cursed. And let's see, can I do something with these figurines? They're black, so I doubt it, but I'm going to change. Does that show up at all? Can you see the color change? I barely can. Applying a color to somebody in black is not very good. At best, you get a brownish color. But I'm trying to differentiate them. If I forget, remind me. Cursed, cursed, this one, and this one here. Maybe I can even put like a little, put a little thing around them here, cursed. So we don't forget. With the Goblin Curse. So that's their action. Aura of Dread and Goblin's Curse. Ring Sight. You still with us? All right. Well, your air drake, after its sneak attack, comes up on the initiative very quickly and gets to make another 3 attacks.
Alright then.
That was a good idea to send him first. So we
Yeah.
don't take that lightning down.
Oh, I thought you meant the ghosts. Yeah, that was a good idea too. Immune
Yeah.
to lightning comes in handy.
Mm-hmm.
And hit, and hit, and hit.
3 hits. All right. 13, 17, and 17 is going to be 47 damage. So that kills 2 Eldritch Knights and injures a 3rd. And the surviving ones sort of close ranks as best they can when a couple of their members drop. Due to the vicious onslaught of your beast, your air drake is a formidable pet, and it does a lot of damage with a hit. Its claws are so big that they can almost kill a man in a single hit. A critical hit would almost definitely kill a man. Like your average 3rd level starting guy. Or an NPC.
Why are these guys so relatively weak?
Well, they are low-level apprentices of Densis. He can't find wizards just out there in the wild, so he has to train them up. And so these are basically new Eldritch Knights that he has been training for the past however long it takes to train people.
Where's his competent ones?
Yeah, maybe they're
Yeah,
in
like
his
multiple
secret lair.
levels.
You did find his lair's entrance.
How worrying.
And these guys, they may be weak, relatively, but considering you don't have any magic, and they do, they can lay into you with magic missiles and cantrips. So they can be pretty dangerous. They have a decent chunk of hit points, so you can't take them out instantly. Like with a fireball or something.
I know. That'd be nice.
Anyway. The goblins went, and your creature went. Do you want to do anything personally? Are you going to stay down on the stairs, or do you want to go up into the fray?
I'm going up. Oh, him?
No,
T-
me. Okay.
If you're staying on the stairs, I'm going to put you down here on the side of the building.
Okay.
Are you going to do like before, dodge action?
Yes.
Alright. Ring sight is dodgy. Make a little note here. Dodge. We're almost out of time, so we're going to need these notes next week. Alright, Grimorn, you're on the stairwell.
I'm gonna go in.
Alright, you enter the fray. You find yourself surrounded by a horde of Eldritch Knights.
Yeah, I'm gonna be attacking first one of my that I can access to.
Alright.
Epic Blue Jeremy Allen White here.
Side by side with one of the goblin, I guess. 21 to hit
21 to hit. That'll hit.
with 15 damage.
15 damage. Oh, I forgot to ask. So, Taro, your air drake did damage, which means he has the option to roll a dexterity save to move to the outside of the horde, which is a safer position. You can take a lot of damage inside the horde.
Then he shall do this.
Alright, roll me a save. It's only DC 12, so it shouldn't be too hard. I think he has a chunky bonus.
He got a 2.
His dex save is plus 11, so that's still gonna save.
Bricks. Hilarious, amazing.
Alright, so where do you want to go? Do you want to just move him over here? Big
You
open
just
spot?
fly above them.
Yeah, that's true. I'll hover him. Alright, so he flaps his wings and flies up.
The power of the dragon.
I guess this one's taking the damage, Ninja.
No, I already marked it on this one over here.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Keep in mind it's abstract, so this is just a horde, and I'm just sort of
Oh,
applying
okay,
the damage wherever.
Oh, yeah. And that'll be the end of my round, I guess.
Alright, so I gave him the option to move to the outside.
Oh.
Anybody who does damage has the option. So he
I'll
is
try
flying
to.
up here.
I'll move to the outside if I can.
DC 12, dexterity save.
I'll give
See
it
if
a
you
try.
got the footwork to get to the outside.
I'll give it a try. So annoying. Come on, 18.
Alright. Where do you want to go? What corner?
Side by side with the Drake.
Well, he flew up, so you can't really do that.
Oh. What about the Dead Knights? Are they on the sides?
No, they stayed right in the middle of where their aura hits everyone.
Oh, I'm gonna stay on this side here. I wanna
Okay.
kinda still be in that aura, but on the side here.
Alright. But you're just,
That
like,
work?
not surrounded. You're just to the
Yeah,
outside.
yeah, exactly. Yep. I don't need that.
Alright, so you hit, you moved. Morg, you're in the stairwell.
Move up in the stairwell and start bonking people.
Alright, you move up into the horde, you attempt to attack.
The Jays eliminated the Yankees. Woo.
Hmm. Big baseball fan? You watch it a lot?
Yeah, I about this year, yeah.
Does 11 hit? Does hitting like the cursed or feared people, does that have
baseball.
advantage?
They would have disadvantage to attack the source of their fear, which is the undead.
Okay.
But it doesn't give you advantage. And an 11's gonna miss.
Okay.
And because you missed, you're unable to get out of the horde, putting you at risk of an assault attack.
Okay. I'll just increase my AC again by yeah. Well, in the horde.
Sure. Alright, you're behind your tower shield. Or I guess since you're in the middle of the horde, you just put it above yourself and duck down.
We're gonna dig you out.
Alright, we
What's
go
your
back to the
team,
top. The
Ninja?
goblins. The goblins are back. They're going to make multi-attacks. The ghost goblin makes 2 spectral scimitar attacks and 1 life-draining claw attack.
What's your team, Ninja?
I am not into baseball. The only sport I follow is MMA a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well, there's some good baseball this year.
I like the combat sports. I actually follow some YouTube channels that just do like straight up karate. I like that stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's cool.
Alright, so got a 23, a 22. Both of those slashes are going to hit, and then the claw attack. 23, that also hits. Oh, this is going to be brutal. So each of their slashes is going to do 31 damage. So let's see. 31, and then the life-draining claw does 27 necrotic damage. And the target has to make a con save, or its hit point maximum is reduced, and it failed that. But it pretty much kills them anyway, because they don't have that much health. So each hit does a kill, and their attacks pass through the body and hit other people for a little bit of damage. What's that? 89. That's 4 with one left over. So we're gonna say it kills this one, it kills this one, it kills this one, it kills this one, and it does 1 damage to this one. Leaving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the commander. Alright, the Ghost Goblin champions do so much damage to the minions of Densis that the Horde has been bloodied and cut in half, and they no longer get 4 attacks per turn plus the commander attack. Now they only get 2 plus the commander attack.
Ooh. Is Morg still stuck in the Horde then?
Yeah, it doesn't break the Horde up until they actually are, split into individual units. They're still considered a Horde that's still surrounding. All right, ring sight. You got the energy for 1 more turn.
Yeah.
All right. Your air drake is still surrounded by the Horde, and the Horde is about to attack. Maybe you can diminish their number of attacks with an attack of your own.
Isn't he flying in the air?
He is, but he's just overhead, so he could bite somebody. Bite, claw from the air.
Oh,
What do we got?
That was a crit fail.
We got a miss, a hit, and then a crit fail. Or no, is it a hit, a miss, crit fail, and then a hit? Alright. So the bite lands for 13, the claw misses badly, one of his nails is broken, and then the other claw hits. So that'll do 30 damage. It's going to kill 1 Eldritch Knight and do 8 more damage to a second, which kills that one because he was already badly wounded. Which leaves 5 damage to go to this one. So he's got 13 damage on him. Alright. Do you want to do anything personally?
Oh, let me smack one.
Alright, you move up into the Horde and attack one of the survivors.
That was a mistake.
Alright, you swing your sword, but it doesn't connect. Just touches on his armor. Glances off. The Eldritch Knights see that things are turning against them pretty badly. I'm going to do a morale check. It doesn't hold. The men say to their commander, "They're destroying us! We're being killed! We have to retreat!" And the commander says, "Cowards!" And then he bamps away.
Lead by example, coward.
Alright. The Horde breaks up. You're no longer surrounded. Now you are left with 3 individual soldiers. And I have to delete this circle and put it here. He still has the goblin curse. Alright, so the frightened Eldritch Knights are going to turn tail and run because their morale broke. This one is in close proximity to the Air Drake. Do you want to make a single attack of opportunity? Taro? Claw attack. That'll hit. So that does 17 damage to this Eldritch Knight. He has basically jumped off the building. The full damage kills him.
What?
Committing suicide. They're fight. It's like, or they're tripping, falling on stuff. You break their neck.
Yeah, he tried to run for it in his panic, and he couldn't survive the fall. Takes about 15 damage hitting the ground. 3-story fall. Yeah, maybe not 15. What's that? Like 9 damage? But he only had 3-4 hit points left. This one, he's going to attempt to run. Do you want to swing on him, Morg?
Yeah, I'll take an attack of opportunity.
Armor class 17.
Hit, but yeah, 16 just shy.
He moves to the edge of the roof. He makes an athletics check. He begins climbing down.
Now you're supposed to job.
What about me? Can I attack him?
Nah, he was just outside your reach. Ring sight was close because he went upstairs. Do you want to swing on him, ring sight?
Okay.
Maybe you'll get a hit with your sword. Oh, yeah. A 9. That does not hit.
True.
Probably not gonna
Burns.
do anything.
Can Orin, where's Orin? Is he still outside though?
He's still in the stairwell.
No, you can attack him too.
Yeah. Well, we're still on this Eldritch Knight. This one's going to be close to the Death Knight. The Death Knight swings on him and is going to connect and kill him with necrotic damage. So his body shrivels up as all his life force is sucked out. So it looks like we only have one survivor. So on the following turn, he hits the streets and begins to run away. And he gets a triple move because he's a thief. No, he's not. He gets a double move. And he had to climb a little bit, so he only makes it into the alley here. From the rooftop, does anybody want to throw anything at him? You want Will to take a shot at him? Yeah. Critical hit. He's dead. He draws his bow, fires his arrow, does his sneak attack damage, and ends the combat. Alright, well, we're pretty much at the end of the session. I'm going to pack up my dice here. Does anybody have any last thing they want to do or say?
Densest, we're coming for you.
Do you have any comments on what you do with the crystal, or are you taking it back?
Let's bring it back to the middle.
Okay.
But
You now have all 3 of the crystals.
the one thing that okay, so think about this, I guess, for the week. But those crystal, okay, do we destroy them, or does he maybe is he expecting us to destroy them?
Good question. You don't know the details of the ritual. There's no way to know.
Yeah. And then I don't know. I don't know what to do with these crystals, to be honest. I can't even do a detect magic. You know?
You could have them re-brought out and then do a detect magic.
Well, you know they're magical. That's a given. You haven't identified them. If you take them outside the city, you can try to identify exactly what the ritual is going to do.
Maybe we want to do something like that. I don't know, because if we trigger something by destroying them, you know, because he's a trickster, then
Last time we destroyed them, didn't they act kind of like an energy bomb and explode stuff around them?
I have no idea. Like, it's not the same enemy.
You did damage to the previous crystal, but you did not destroy it, so you haven't tested that yet.
Yeah.
No, I mean like in a different scenario where we were
Yeah, but
attacking,
that was
obsidian.
something completely different.
Yeah, no way to know if these crystals will explode or not.
The last time they were orbs, and they were there to just like Sorcerer King absorb the energy and life of people. No, in this case, I don't know. This is different because he's trying to take the power of gods. So it's a bit of a different context.
And before we log off, I want to make a note. We had first-time chatters, well-known Academy 5, cheap views on Streamboo. Oh boy, those fake views from those fake bots.
Nice.
And Malik345 said, "Yo, let's team up on Discord. We can swap gaming tips and have a blast." That doesn't sound like a real person to me. I'm thinking that's a bot too.
Sounds like a radical teenager.
I mean, maybe it's a dude. I mean, if you're a dude, Malik, thanks for dropping a message.
A radical teenager from an advertisement, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Are they also a turtle?
baby.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thanks for watching out there on Twitch.
Next week I can't make it.
2 weeks from now, then. All right. Not next week.
Yeah.
Maybe we can organize a pickup game sometime on the weekend or something. Or what's a good day? Monday?
Wednesday, yeah, I'm gonna be traveling.
You're gonna be out of town for a while, huh? Several days.
Oh yeah. Yeah, until the following week.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, 2 weeks from now we will return to Dungeons and Dragons.
By that time, Will will be back on his feet.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Flu
I
really
guess take a jam
sucks.
with
It's been a
the
long
first
time
one.
since I got the flu, but I hate the flu.
Yeah, they're not fun. I got the flu probably like a month ago.
Yeah.
That's you.
It took me like a week and a half to stop like spitting shit, so it was gross. Let's think about it.
I have packed the table. You can save it as it is.
Sweet. It's Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend.
Yeah.
This Monday.
Yep.
We'll have fun.
Monday.
What did your colonial Canadian pilgrims do when they met the Indians? I don't know the history there.